Hey there, everyone. My name is Derek Malinzak. I am an undergraduate faculty instructor with the Department of Psychiatric Rehabilitation and Counseling Professions. To all of you that have had me in the class, hello. For those of you that don't know me, hi, nice to meet you. I am making this quick video to share with you some information about a disability survey that I sent out to everybody that is enrolled in a class with the Department of Psych Rehab this current spring 2016 semester. So I've been going around to all of the classrooms for traditional classes in the last few weeks on the Scotch Plains campus to talk about the disability survey that went out. But I realized I can't get to everybody. I can't get to the online classes, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get down to the Stratford campus. So I'm making this video to replace me actually going into your physical classrooms. So just wanted to, if you could, give me a couple minutes of your time to me to describe this disability survey, why it's important, and what I'm hoping to get out of it. So it went out for the first time about 2 to 3 weeks ago in an email to your SHRP Rutgers email addresses. And so if you if you access that email account regularly, you would have seen an email from me. I've sent it 2 or 3 times over the course of the last 3 weeks. It's entitled Student Disability Survey, I believe. And there's a link at the bottom of that survey that will take you to a secure web page to complete the survey anonymously. So your answers to the survey will not in any way be tied to your identifying information. The reason for the survey is because a few months ago I was preparing for a department colloquium and needed some information about the number of students in the department that identified as having a psychiatric illness. Mainly because I suspected that a higher percentage than is typical of people that self-identify or believe themselves that they have a mental illness are present and enrolled in courses in our department. But I wasn't able to verify that. Unfortunately, we don't have any good numbers on the number of people that are currently in our department that identify as having any kind of disabilities. So I went about and got Institutional Review Board approval, so they are the governing body of research studies for the university, to do an online survey to collect data about our students currently taking classes in this semester to see if we can learn more about any kind of disabilities they may identify as having, and then the nature of the disability and what kind of tasks they struggle with within the department. So it's a very quick survey. It should not take you any longer than 5 minutes to complete. And I'm really looking for everybody to complete it, especially if you do not have a disability, because I would not be able to get any kind of good numbers for really of the population of students that identify as having a disability without everybody filling it out. If only the people that have disabilities complete it, we'll get a disproportionate number. So if you do not have a disability, it will take you even shorter amount of time. You'll report the program that you're in. We're surveying everyone from non-matriculated people that have not yet been approved or accepted into the program, all the way up to PhD students. So you would denote which department or which program you're in. You would, if you don't have a disability, say no to the second question, and then it would ask you just to rate on a scale how difficult some of the tasks related to activities within the department have been for you this semester. If you do have a disability, you would check yes. You would be asked a little bit more about that. There are 6 categories. There's psychiatric disabilities, physical health, learning disabilities, eating disorders, substance abuse, and traumatic brain injury. So we ask for a little bit more information about your disabilities and whether or not you are registered with the disability office, as well as receiving accommodations. And then a little quick question about your satisfaction about those services. So again, just less than 10 questions total, even if you do have some information to provide related to a disability. There is a gift card, actually two gift cards, worth $50 a piece being raffled off in, I believe, a week. So anyone that elects to complete the survey and would like to be entered into the drawing to win a gift card, they would submit the survey, and on the last question, whether they want to enter to win it, they would check yes, and they would actually get a second email sent to that email address that would just contain some basic contact info so that I might be able to contact you to let you know you've won. That contact info is in no way tied to the survey responses. That's why it's a separate email. If you do not check your SHRP email address regularly or have, for some reason, an inability to access it, I would still love for you to complete the survey. You can reach out to me. My email address is MALENCDE, that's MALENCDE @rutgers.edu, and I can arrange to have the survey forwarded to whatever email address you check regularly. It doesn't have to be a Rutgers one, it could be a personal email address, Gmail, whatever. I'd ask that you do not then take the survey again in the SHRP link that you were also given, should you be able to later on access it. But yeah, reach out to me if you would like the survey directed to another email address other than the email address associated with your school. And if you have any questions about this survey, you can reply to the survey link when I send it out. It should be coming out for a final time this week. And if you just hit reply to the invitation, you would be able to send me an email. So this information is really critical for the department with respect to designing courses and activities that are best accessible to people of all disabilities and all deficits. So we're trying to become better as a department in our instructional practices, and this information about what people struggle with and the nature of their disabilities helps us greatly in being able to structure our teaching practices, as well as if we would like to at any time in the future go for grants related to disability accessibility. We would need to know how many people in our department self-identify as having any kind of disability, psychiatric or otherwise. So that's it. Thank you really very much for taking part in this. If you have any questions, send me an email. Look forward to kind of seeing the results and learning how to better serve the department. Thanks again. Take care.